baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder number 10, Adam Jones.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Swing and a flare hit toward right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Stepping up to the plate, Trey Mancini. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Hit hard on the ground to first. Moreland is there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Into the box, Jonathan Schoop. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. And he'll offer it the 2-1 and send it in the air out to right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1.
Red Sox. Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Drilled to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing the ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with him. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Lined into left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Here's Mookie Betts. First chance for him in this one, as he's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Valencia moves over, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Valencia is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Digging in, J.D. Martinez. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And the 2-out threat will. So striding forward now, Manny Machado. Batting average for him on the season standing in the 320s entering action today. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Moreland will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Now at the plate, Danny Valencia. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be taken by Pedroia for out number 2.
Batting sixth.
Here's Chris Davis now. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place. He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Here's Jackie Bradley now. The average for him at the start of play, right at a 1-for-3 clip, 333. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
The shortstop, Sander.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one will get this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
The next 3-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Now in the box, Blake Swihart. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Throw over to first. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now a move over to first. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
No, he's safe.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. His average coming in way up there in the 380s. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch by Jones. Here comes the runner for the plate. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hard on the ground toward short. Machado is there. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Just a tick behind for a strike. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
And another foul ball.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Pedroia ranging into the outfield. 1 out. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Caleb Joseph. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Outside, that's a ball.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. Benintendi is there, and he'll make the catch to. Ready for another chance. Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Andrew Benintendi.
To short, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. In now, J.D. Martinez. A base hit in his first trip.
J.D. Martinez.
From the belt, the pitch. A line shot to third base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Center fielder.
Striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jr.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Mancini is there as he makes the catch, and they'll. Standing in, Adam Jones. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Adam Jones.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. 2-0 now.
Well, that's good hitting. You know why? Because he's looking for one specific pitch. Those pitches are close. It looks like to us he's laying off them, but they're not what he wants, so he didn't swing.
Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number 1. Into the box now, Trey Mancini comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Jonathan Schoop.
Jonathan Schoop is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 23.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting,
at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He hit a sac fly earlier. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Out of play. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Taken in by Machado. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Benintendi. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul wide of first. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But an even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
And a fastball just a bit high. Set to deal on 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mancini is there, and that retires the side. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Orioles, shortstop.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Valencia.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Betts has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. So striding in, Mark Trumbo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. From the stretch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 1.
Digging in, Tim Beckham. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Bogarts into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. Ready once again, Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Right fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
This one's down to third. Beckham takes it in. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Left field and deep. Mancini ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Valencia has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Caleb Joseph. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Caleb Joseph.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Trey Mancini. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And the changeup is way low that time.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters coming to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
The pitch. And that misses. 2-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hits this one hard the other way. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Shortstop, number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
On the ground to 3rd. Beckham scoops it up, and Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. Ready once again, Blake Swihart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. 1 run, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He hit a sac fly earlier. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall down there near Pesky's pole. Around 2nd. He's on his way to 3rd. And he is into 3rd with a 2-out triple. Digging in and looking for more, Dustin Pedroia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Valencia, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Machado. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
For the Orioles,
ready for another chance. Danny Valencia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Chris Davis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Lays off 1-0. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale, and a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Sale ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Leading off
He's looking for
Sox.
hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Andrew Benintendi.
Josh Edgen gets the call
Now
from the
pitching for
pen.
the Orioles, number 55, Josh Edgen.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Called strike 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Mookie.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Here's a high pop-up. Davis is there for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now batting, J.D. Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Jones looking up, and they have taken the lead. Riding in once again, Mitch Moreland. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Hanley Ramirez will come on now as the pinch hitter. Number 29.
Hanley Ramirez. Now pitching for Baltimore, number 29.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Bradley
From the stretch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Mancini racing back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Tim Beckham. He'll start things out for us here in inning number
Third
8.
baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. So digging in now,
The
Caleb
catcher,
Joseph.
number 36.
He's 0 for 2 with a
Caleb
strikeout in this
Joseph.
one. Carson
attention,
Smith
please.
takes the ball
Now
here as
pitching
he'll
for the
enter
Red
with a
Sox.
runner at first
Pitch
and
hitting
nobody
for
out.
Baltimore.
Pedro Alvarez.
Number 2, Pedro Alvarez.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here it comes, 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there, base hit. Now a long throw to third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now
Here's the
batting
center
number 10,
fielder now,
center
Adam
fielder
Jones.
Adam Jones.
Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's set and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run.
The batter.
At the plate,
fielder,
Trey Mancini.
Trey
The potential second run of the inning stands at third. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1.
Well, this is one of those situations you don't want him to put a ball in the air. You got to pitch the strikeout right here and get you out of this inning. Don't let him put the ball in play.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. Here's Jonathan Schoen.
The
Now.
second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoen.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. He's set. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Xander Bogaerts. base now.
Leading off
He
for the
comes
Red
in
Sox,
0 for
the
2 thus
shortstop,
far.
Number 72, Sander Bogart.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Alvarez on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He struck out swinging. Zach Britton enters a little earlier than usual as he'll be asked to get 5 outs to try to earn the save here. Christian Vasquez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Vasquez.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ground ball left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Michael Given. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Number 11 will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Schoop will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Dustin Pedroia is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Boy, man, I tell you, that looked like a good pitch right there. That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it.
This one is launched. Look at this. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead.
Up next for the Red
In now, Andrew Benintendi. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. lifted in the air out towards left center. Jones is under it. And the inning is over. Now at the plate, Cisco. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one to tie in the top of the ninth.
Number 15.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Josh Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Craig Gentry is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Hit back toward the mound. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
First baseman number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. He went down on strikes last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Here's Mark Trumbo now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Craig Kimbrell gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Craig Kimbrell.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty here with two men out. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Taken called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there.